The resurrection of Christ. Before the sun had risen, Mary Magdalene and the other women made their way to Jesus' tomb. Their hearts were filled with sorrow as they carried spices to anoint his body. But when they arrived, they were shocked to see that the massive stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. As they stood in confusion, two angels in shining garments appeared before them. The women fell to the ground in fear, but the angels spoke gently, saying, "Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here, he has risen. Remember how he told you that he must be crucified and rise again on the third day." Their sorrow turned to wonder. Could it be true? Overcome with excitement, they ran to tell the disciples. At first, the men did not believe them, but Peter and John rushed to the tomb. When they arrived, they found the burial linens neatly folded, but Jesus' body was gone. A deep sense of awe filled them. Something incredible had happened. That same day, two disciples were walking to the village of Emmaus, discussing everything that had taken place. A stranger joined them, asking what they were talking about. As they shared their sorrow, he began to explain the scriptures, showing them how everything pointed to the suffering and resurrection of the Messiah. Their hearts burned within them as he spoke. When they arrived at their destination, they invited the stranger to stay with them. As he broke bread and blessed it, their eyes were opened, they recognized him. It was Jesus. But in that moment, he disappeared from their sight. They rushed back to Jerusalem to tell the others. As they were sharing their story, Jesus himself appeared in the room. The disciples were startled and afraid, thinking they had seen a ghost. But Jesus reassured them, saying, "Peace be with you." He showed them his hands and feet, proving that he was truly alive. For 40 days, Jesus appeared to his followers, teaching them and preparing them for the mission ahead. Then, on a mountain, he gave them a final command: go and make disciples of all nations. As they watched, he ascended into heaven, promising that one day he would return. The grave could not hold him. Sin and death had been defeated. Jesus Christ had risen, bringing hope and salvation to the world.